contest for a position with another member of the party, particularly an election of this kind, like primary election for flag bearer, such a person needs to step down. And Honorable Engineer Patrick Boy, being an obedient servant of Uganda, of the FDC, obeyed the rules of the party, and he stepped down and appointed me as acting president. That's why I'm here as acting. Today he's here as a candidate, and he will speak to you as a candidate for the flag bearer race. We are in Lango, combining two things. One, the normal mobilization and organization program of the party FDC. Secondly, the presidential flag bearer race of the FDC, where the candidates have got to go and speak to the voters, the voters in the constituencies. Because we shall have a delegates conference where the delegates will go and vote the flag bearer. So the candidates ought to speak to the delegates. Today we are in the Lango sub-region, but we started here on the 22nd of this month from Amolata district. 24th we were in Aleptong district, his district, that is constituency, where he's going to contest as a flag bearer for MP constituency. And yesterday we were in Lera district, and our meeting particularly was hosted in Aromo sub-county, Erute North constituency, with the whole team there under. And after that, we came here, we had the annual policy meeting with the leadership of Lera City, FDC here in the evening. Had a dinner here, had a meeting after that to strategize, to organize, to plan, to move forward. How to move forward in the region of Lango. Lera City being the headquarters of the Lango sub-region, many things are done here. FDC is alive, FDC is available here and in other parts of Uganda. Today we are going to Oyam district, and our meeting particularly will be in Oyam North constituency, but it's a meeting of the whole district where delegates, representatives of the party from as far as the sub-county level, sub-county leadership, including candidates who have expressed interest to contest for the various positions in the forthcoming elections, they will be there. After the meeting of today, which will be the last meeting for this round in the Lango sub-region, in Oyam there particularly, we shall proceed to Gulu. The Gulu meeting is tomorrow, which is the 27th of June 2025. After Gulu, which means we have after Oyam, we have completed this round, the selected districts of Lango. Then we are returning to Acholi for another second round because we've been there before. This time we are going to handle Gulu district and Gulu city. In the other round, we handled the Amoro, Kitigum, Pade, and Agago before we came here. And we are now going to Bunyoro, sub-region of Western Uganda, where we shall be in Masindi tomorrow, tomorrow next on the 28th, we shall be in Masindi municipality, that is for Masindi district. The next day, the 29th, we shall go to Hoima, which is Hoima city, and it will be a center for a number of selected districts there. That will be now the second leg of going to Western Uganda. The first leg in this round of activities of elections covered Kasese district, the Rwenzori region there, and then Ankole, where our presidential candidates, flag bearer candidates, went to Ankole and they met and addressed people in Mbarara city. We also went to other parts, round one, we are now moving on the round to beginning with Acholi. For example, we went to Karamoja, we went to Teso, Jinja partly in Busoga there. So FDC is alive. FDC is coming. I repeat this word. FDC is coming to your area, my beloved people of the Forum for Democratic Change, members, supporters, and promoters of the party. We are moving towards the election of 2026. This is what we are doing, all this. And we have got candidates at all levels. At the presidential level, you know they are here, and one is going to speak to you here. At the parliamentary level, we have across the country. Our nominations have been done, phase 1. There's going to be another phase for the areas which are not yet covered, but phase 1 we have done, and one of them is here. Yesterday there were many here. Right now they have already gone ahead, they have gone to Oyam. That's why you find this place is quiet. Otherwise, we were supposed to have gone. Some of our colleagues, including even members of parliament, they have already headed there. Most likely others are still coming, we are going there. We asked FDC, in spite of the challenges we went through, we stumbled, we staggered, but FDC has regained stability. We never fell down. It is normal in life to stumble, to stagger, but to gain what? Stability, then to continue with the journey. So we have gained stability. We are continuing the struggle. We would like to assure the people of Uganda that FDC is the party of hope for you. We have been tested by adversity. We have been tested by progress, happiness, and challenges all together. And these are the things which make a real person, a revolutionary leader, to be what he's supposed to be. So I would like you who have expressed interest to continue preparing for the elections. The timetable has been issued by the Electoral Commission. We are now heading towards the nomination, which is going to be in September for members of parliament coming this way. The rest of the presidential one, the candidate is here, is going to talk to you about. Otherwise, thank you very much for this opportunity. The people of Lango are with us. We saw in all these places where we went, from Amolata to Alepton to Lira. You can come and see. As we are going to Yam, you will see. Then later on, we are going to come to Lira City. The days are still there. So we are still moving like this. The final hit will be here. We shall give you the program. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, President of Uganda to be, I invite you now to address the press. Thank you.
Thank you very much, members of the press, and I welcome you to this press conference. Ordinarily, would take place in our headquarters, but because we are in the field, we found it necessary to speak to you so that we may speak to the country on the ongoing exercise that probably what I need to add to that is that we have had a very, very nice time going through these areas that have been noted by the Honorable Fungaro. And ever since we began with this campaign, we have been received very, very well. And I feel really satisfied that the strength of the party still exists. The heartbeat of the party that is in the grassroots has not been tampered with, and so we are making progress as an organization. The party is being received, and this is manifested by the number of people who have turned up to express their desire to hold the flag of the FDC in various levels. Actually, up until yesterday, we had registered thousands of people at all levels, beginning from Chairperson LC1 upwards to the presidency of this country. And so we would like to dismiss with the contempt that it deserves the notion that the FDC has declined significantly. The exiting of some of our colleagues much as it has affected us in one way or another, has not disorganized us at the grassroots. And for us, really, that is what matters, because any leader who is elected by common citizens. So we continue to target these common citizens in our bid to strengthen our political organization. And so the exercise that is taking place at the moment, that is the core exercise, the core reason why we come to Lango sub-region, is a demonstration of our democracy that stands out among all the other political organizations. You never find the kind of democracy that we are practicing in the FDC, in the NRM, that is the governing party, in the UPC, that is the party in the opposition, in the National Unity Platform, in the DP. It's even worse in certain situations where, people have turned this into a matter of life and death. And so we showcase the desire of the Forum for Democratic Change to be an open organization, an organization that has offers equal opportunities to everybody, and that it doesn't matter on what occasion you join the party, you can still be the presidential flag bearer. And so in this contest, I am pitted against my friend and dear brother, the Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi, who is on his way actually to come to Lango. He couldn't be with us in the Route North yesterday because he had other engagements to attend to. And we have chosen to do this campaign jointly because we have no reason to go separately. We are comrades in the struggle. We are brothers in the struggle. We have cried together. We have laughed together. We've raised this party jointly. And so we are going to take ourselves through the entire process of selection, which entails, first and foremost, vetting of the candidates. And this is a process that has already been done because we were subjected to the Electoral Commission. Our papers were reviewed, academic papers for that matter, and our capability to lead this country was analyzed by the Electoral Commission, and both of us were found to be fitting. Now we are in the campaigns, and we are speaking to delegates, but also speaking to the general public about our party, about ourselves, about our capacity to run this country, about our manifesto. And so after this, we would have listened to the voices of the people. There is a call, by the way, for us to reach consensus and hold a conversation and agree on one of the two of you to take up the mantle of the leadership of the party in as far as the presidential elections is concerned, the election coming next year. And we cannot rule out the possibility of consensus, but it's also too early for me to say we are going to reach a consensus. It takes two to tango, and therefore I will have to be talking to my colleague. He's open about this, and we shall see whether this leads us somewhere. Should we not reach a consensus, then the matter is going to be put to votes. And so we are going to be convening as a National Delegates Conference on the 31st of next month to determine who becomes the flag bearer. Of course, I pride over my own experience, having been a presidential candidate myself before, and knowing every twist and turn of this country, knowing every valley and hill of this country, knowing the nooks of this country. And this is the message that I am going to put forward to the delegates should we reach that stage. But be it as it may, I want to assure Ugandans that unlike in the case of the other elections, where there has been a fallout after an election, internal process, I want to assure the members of the FDC and the general public that this is not going to happen this time. Anybody who thinks that friends have locked horns and that, because they have locked horns, there is going to be trouble in the party will get disappointed. I know there are naysayers who have already proclaimed the death of FDC and are split in the FDC. I would like to assure Ugandans, I would like to assure our members that there is going to be no split in the FDC. The FDC that I lead, that I will be leading up to 2028 is going to remain intact, after this election. We have promised each other, myself and my colleague in the race, that whoever takes the flag, the other one will buttress him, will go behind him and run a campaign. And so we'd like to say to Ugandans, we are going to be coming back around the country again, not this time competing, but promoting the candidate that would have been chosen by the FDC. This is going to happen at different levels, including in the case of members of parliament, where there is more than one person that has expressed interest, and we have numerous cases of people who have expressed interest, more than one person expressing interest in one position. And so we at the top are leading the way. Those who come after us will also follow suit. And the strong man of Lango, we lost, of course, Cecilia Gwal and Ngiro Gutmoy. And certainly we do not remain the same as the Opposition Forum for Democratic Change. That said, we are encouraging young people, and there is certainly the emergence of a strong-willed group from around Lango sub-region. Of course, we still have a surviving member of parliament, the Honorable Moses Okot Bitek Jr., who is a formidable force. In fact, is a rising star of Lango. And accompanying him are other younger people, including my brother Ongom Ogwel, Emmanuel, who has got a very high chance of winning the Ajuri County seat, wrestling it out of the hands of the chief opposition whip, Hamson Obua, and a host of others. We were really excited yesterday when we went to Erute North, where we met a young Isaac Ojok, here to the home of the estate of Ngiro Gutmoy, polished young person. He prides of recruiting his father into the FDC from the UPC. And, that is really notable and really brings happiness, warmth in my heart. And we think that he is going to take a route north, by the look of things, by the way he carries himself, also using the legacy of his father, who should have really retained that seat. Taken back that seat if he had lived to see the election of 2026. So we're very excited about the replacement of Ngiro Gutmoy by his own son, not on account of just being his son, but on account of his capability and the polished nature of the politics that he runs. We are also looking to having a young person giving a shot at the Oyam County North constituency. And this is Freddie Newton Okello, who ran in an obviously very abnormal by-election. We are going to Oyam County North today, and we believe that our going there is going to buttress Newton, who is a brilliant young man, who also began his politics as a young leader in college, and has continued to be a voice of the voiceless, and continue to really carry himself as a responsible leader. And we hope that the people of Oyam North, the people of Erute, the people of Ajuri, the people of Dogolo, where we are going to field candidates in various positions, will see something good in these young people. We are bringing a young team, by the way, this time. And this young team will guarantee the future of the FDC, because, they have got many years, the possibility of many years to come as political leaders. So we can only rise and rise and rise and rise in as far as Lango politics is concerned.
Well, you have talked of a fraction of people leaving the party. We have also seen in Lango here a number of them joining the other factions. Same in Dokolo. We've seen
similar situations before in the trajectory of our party. And that we recognize the fact that whereas it is good to have leaders, it's even better to have people who are led by those leaders. And so the departure of Otto has not, the Honorable Otto James, has not disorganized our underlying structures. And like I said, the heartbeat of this party is found in the grassroots. And we have maintained the grassroots to the extent that we believe that the Honorable Otto or any other person who has departed the party has left alone, probably with a few lieutenants around them, and therefore will be easy to replace. We are going to go within the numbers of the grassroots to identify a person who will then take a leadership role of Lango, take the leadership role of Dokolo, and we believe that we are going to, in a very short time, be announcing a candidate for chairperson LC5 for Dokolo. We are not short of leaders. One thing about the FDC is that we spend a lot of resources and time ensuring that we build leaders, so that once one has left, there is going to be a replacement for that person. I know that we have got numerous examples of this. There used to be a time when the Colonel retired, Dr. Kiza Besigye, was a strong voice and force within the party. We ourselves in the leadership of the party could not imagine to do without him. We felt that the party would collapse in his absence. But, you know, he never participated in the election of 2021. We went it by ourselves without him. I came around the country, spoke to the people, you know, little known person being delivered to the population of Uganda and, you know, returning some good results. 32 members of parliament, a host of mayors, you know, across the country, both division and city mayors. We also have a number of LC5 chairpersons, you know, a number of councillors at different levels, LC3 chairpersons, and, you know, it was a phenomenal, you know, result, even without the founding father of the party. And so we are a party that does not believe in individuals and their capability. And that is the beauty of the of what happens within the FDC. It doesn't matter whether, you know, the biggest sized person in politics leaves the party, that person will be replaced almost immediately.
Out and crossing in. Much as you are talking about people who are crossing out of the FDC, we must also look at the people who are coming into the FDC. Yesterday, but one, when we were in Aleptong district, we had a function in his constituency, Honorable Ogwer's constituency, and we received there about 30 people who crossed. I think I have the first list. I have it. I didn't come on this, but I can pick it for you if you need it. That is in that constituency. There are also people at the level of prominent positions whom you easily see coming in, and also to replace members of parliament, chairperson of 85, who have ever left the FDC. Go to Amuru district as an example. We had a member of parliament called Honorable Chula Maikon, elected on FDC ticket for Clark constituency. He left the FDC and in the NRM. He was replaced even after his constituency was split into two by FDCs. Honorable Olanya Gilbert for Clark South, Honorable Akol Anthony for Clark North. There was a woman member of parliament there called Honorable Achiro for that same district. She crossed to NRM, and she was replaced also as a member of parliament by Honorable Lucy Akelo on FDC ticket. The Honorable MP for Clark North, who was even elected as a replacement, has crossed to NRM, but we have also, that is Honorable Akol, we have also got a replacement as a candidate now. There is a young man called Honorable Agre, Akera Agre, who is a councillor and also a member of the District Executive Committee, holding the position of Secretary for Education in Amuru District Local Council 5, coming in as the FDC flag bearer and the MP to be in the elections of 2026. So, when you are talking about FDC, especially on this subject matter of crossing, if you only talk about crossing out of the FDC, without crossing into the FDC, without even seeing the new people, new faces coming into the FDC, then the equation is not balanced. You have not balanced the equation mathematically. If you want still portray us, maybe us, a losing party, you add all the people who have come in against all the people who have gone out.
It's about the political balance sheet. Actually.
Balance, you go there. That's the reality. There are people who have also grown and they were not in other parties. They are independent. They have also joined the FDC. So the FDC, we admit we have had
in Lango sub-region. And I believe FDC was not dead, but was only stabbed from the back. And we are not having any fear in Lango sub-region. We have candidates who have come up to take the flag of FDC. And I believe this time round FDC will have more MPs in Parliament. In a jury, that is a sure win that we are going to take the seat, because that is a constituency that has been having a lot of challenges with the MP, and the community themselves have seen the weakness of the MP. Their request was Mr. Museveni now takes him as his personal minister. The jury people elect their own child to lead them. So we are saying this not to hate anybody, but to bring everybody together. And saying that the FDC is dead in Lango, I think from today onwards, the member of the press, the community at large should take it up and say FDC is still alive and will remain alive in Lango sub-region. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Lango News Channel. Please subscribe for more updates.